Hey guys, Troll 9002 here. It is August 16th, 2021, 11:09. I'm headed home from work. Wow. Had a great, interesting day today. I had fun a couple of times yelling at teenagers to stop running in the store. Of course, they never knew who was yelling at them, which was even funnier because I'm so short and our fixtures are so tall that I could even holler it right across the aisle from them and they never see me. But I get to watch their reaction. It's pretty funny. But, I don't know. I figured I'd try something old troll and kind of neutral. Not neutral, but neutral. Forget it. Anyway, but the whole time I was ending my day today, I kept coming up with a story. And y'all know I really like Halloween, not because it's the devil's night or whatever, but I like dressing up and I like making my costumes and I like creating and just putting it on. It's really neat. If I can make it with duct tape and glue, it will be made. I only have like 7 minutes 52 seconds, but I'm gonna attempt to tell a story with nothing to read and just coming straight from my mind, so just bear with me. It's gonna start out pretty typical, and if you see a flash every now and then, it's lightning. Tropical storm Fred, I assume he's still a tropical storm, made landfall somewhere over there in the panhandle, but he's still pulling up moisture and storms and stuff from the Gulf, which is swinging out and mashing us, which is fine. We can handle a lot of rain, but then again, we are a bowl. Our county is a bowl. So anyway, let me get to the story. So it was a dark and rainy night at the mart. And two old associates that had been there forever had just finished folding a table of clothing. Seems like every night they folded the same table of clothing endlessly. Same shirts were always messed up in the same way. The same pants, gravy, the same pants, always massacred and mangled and not the way it's supposed to be. But if the customers put them that way, does that not make it right? Anyway, one old lady decided she was going to go take her last break and left the other to fend for herself on the floor, all by herself on the floor. Terrible. As she took her half-hour-long 15-minute break, the other old lady was forced to refold the same shirts and pants, never actually witnessing who was messing them up. They always just assumed it was the customers because they were a convenient blame. Finally, it was a night, as I said, a dark and rainy night, that they finally saw the truth in who the evil was that was unfolding their clothes that they so tirelessly folded every night, every shirt, well, you know. Anyway, as the old woman on the floor, we'll go ahead and call her Arbor, decided that she was going to move to another table. She heard kids playing in the background. She hated kids. All they did was mess things up. And she never judge the parents. No, we can't judge the parents. What? She did judge the kids. As they ran through her department, knocking clothing off the hangers, moving racks for fun, just all in all, being evil children that they are, she finally had a breakdown. After working for Walmart for 105 years, she finally had a breakdown and she put a curse on the children. Now, these children just kind of snickered and giggled at the old woman as she put the curse on them. They were only about 7 and 9, so they didn't know any better. that they ever wore would always be too big. And so, every time their parents would try to fit them for clothing, it would always be too big. And every time they heard the phrase, "Stop running in the store," their clothes would always get bigger, much like Pinocchio's nose, but not quite the same. It is a dark and stormy night. The rain is hitting my windshield quite hard, but I'm okay. Back to the old lady. When Ira, who went and took her break, her 15-minute, 30-minute break, came back, she reaffirmed the curse on the children and let their parents know, because she knew how to deal with the older ones, and Idina didn't. And so, for the rest of their lives, their clothes never fit right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you mess with apparel people who fold clothes all day until they are old and worked for the joints for 105 years. Please, we show up to work. Throw us a freaking bone, or else we shall curse you. Oh yes, the curse works on more than just children. Believe me. I hope you enjoyed my funky little story there. Kind of ran out of, I just ran out of story. So I'm going to go ahead and end it on the curse. Beware. And I'll put Mildred away, because I know she can be creepy. So I put Mildred in the back seat. So I'm just going to halfway home. Oh, look, a light. Hey! How you doing? Oh, this is Troll 9002. I hope you enjoyed the story. Hit me a like, hit me a negative. If you like it, great. If you don't, oh well. I'll catch you on the next page turn. Hope y'all have a great rest of the week. Later.